It's TBIC, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Empowerment USA. TNS Media Group is the family and the team. So, we're from Philadelphia, and the Philadelphia Eagles are our team. You watched the Philadelphia Eagles play host to the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday, and the Eagles dismantled them. Eagles' offense was, too potent as far as the passing goes, and then the defense kind of dismantled everything that Pittsburgh was trying to do on offense. The young guys out there played well. Defensive line, offensive line. Saquon did get hurt in the game. He got hurt. He was out like the whole second quarter. Came back third and fourth quarter. Didn't break over 100 yards, but he still got about 70 yards, I believe, on the ground. Jalen Hurts looked amazing, passing from the pocket, hitting his receivers. A.J. Brown, Smith, tight ends. He was just spreading the love. Great win for the Eagles. What's your thoughts on the Eagles game yesterday?
Man, the Eagles are absolutely phenomenal. If they play like this, if they can keep this up right here, what they doing, I'm talking about defense and offense, man, I don't see nobody. Detroit, everybody is getting hurt. Minnesota, I really don't believe in them. They need a few more wins for me to be convinced. I'm talking about in the NFC.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I see that can stop them, especially if it got to come through Philadelphia. And I'm not saying that because I'm an Eagle fan. I'm really sitting back here watching this football, and the Eagles are really they're blowing my mind with the stuff they're out there doing defensively, offensively. The fans was criticizing the passing game, players was criticizing the passing game, and what does Jalen Hurts do? He come out here and give you all pass, all action, all game long, and it wasn't like the Eagles wasn't running the ball. They had over 120 yards rushing collectively. Saquon, I think, had like just
65. It was 65 yards. 19 carries, 65 yards.
The Eagles, man, I really feel that they're going somewhere, man. I really can sit here and tell you today, after beating the Baltimore Ravens, the Steelers, I'm talking about teams that make sense for people to be like, yo, these teams is formidable. You got to beat these teams, to see where you are on the measuring stick. I think the Eagles qualify as a real Super Bowl contender right now.
Yeah, so even just looking at the game, Jalen Hurts was 25 of 32, 290 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think people made a big deal about the issue with him and A.J. Brown, saying, hey, him and A.J. Brown are on the same page, but it showed yesterday that they're totally on the same page. Jalen Hurts looked amazing. I mean, he didn't throw any interceptions, had 125. He was 77.7 QBR rating. So he played very well. He got sacked 3 times yesterday. I took some sacks he shouldn't take. But I think that overall his play was amazing, man. I think going into the Eagles, their season going forward as far as their next few opponents they have, basically all divisional games. They got Washington next week. Then they got the Cowboys and they got the Giants. Mm-hmm. 3 divisional games. I look to see them probably be undefeated going forward with these 3 games because of the way their defense is playing amazing, man. You just look at the young guys, not giving up no big plays, keeping the ball, the football in front of them. I mean, what else can you say about the Eagles, man, the team?
85% of the Eagles' defense is draft selections. These are kids. These dudes are still, they're learning. They're still on a learning curve, and they're only getting better and better and better. They're gelling together. They're doing everything as a whole unit. As a whole unit, you can see the play in the DBs, the safeties, the linebackers, the defensive tackles. Each level of defense is being attacked proficiently, and I love it.
Are we saying the Eagles are the best team in the NFL right now?
Man, I got to say so, man. I got to go ahead and say yes, man. I got to say so. If I'm being real with the fans, then like I said, we're Philadelphia Eagle fans. But I'm going to critique my team when it needs to be critiqued. Right now in the NFL, the hottest teams to me besides Philadelphia are,
Kansas City, 14-1, I believe.
Yes, Kansas City.
I'm sorry, 13-1. Sorry.
Yes, Kansas City, Detroit, obviously.
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo been rolling.
I don't see nothing else that I can say, they can give Philadelphia a run for their money. I can't see besides the Baltimore. I don't know.
But then, if you look at even Pittsburgh is a top team, but if you look at those teams, 2 of the teams we just mentioned, Kansas City and Buffalo, we don't have to play them possibly until the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, that's it.
And they probably going to beat up on each other,
Right.
leading up to the Super Bowl. So
Because they say Patrick Mahomes hurt right now, twisted his ankle last night.
yeah, so I think he'll be ready for the playoffs, no doubt.
He better be, because I know them birds looking like they ready. He better be. I don't want to hear no excuses from nobody else quarterbacks.
But then also in the NFC, we do have some good teams over there. You got the Detroit Lions, Philadelphia Eagles, Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, and then you can't count out the Washington Commanders. And then we got Tampa Bay, who's beating the Eagles. They've been on a winning streak against us.
But it seemed like they own the Eagles a little bit too,
like,
if you ask me. But I really think that this time around, if Tampa Bay want to come into Philadelphia if they want to, and I'm not saying that because I'm being biased. I'm just looking at the overall skill positions of each team. You got Buccaneers wide receiver group. You got the Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver group. To me, the wide receivers for the Philadelphia Eagles win that one. The running back, we all know who wins that. The quarterback, okay, would you say, man, I gotta give Jalen Hurts the torch over Baker Mayfield? When you talk about the defenses are playing on totally two different pages right now.
Number one defense in the league. Eagles number one rated defense in the league. Currently.
Yes, I'm talking about, like, we overlook this defense a lot. Well, sometimes probably not, but we look at the offensive play of the passing of Jalen Hurts last night that was phenomenal. Showed that he quieted the critics and showed the crowd that we can move this ball through the air. But the defense, man, the defense held these people to 9 to 10 first downs throughout the whole game, and then they also held him to 100-something yards passing. And this is a good team we talking about. Pittsburgh Steelers is not no trash at all. They're well coached by Mike Tomlin. They go out there and they got a pretty good record. They're not leading their division right now, is they?
Yeah, they are, I believe, the top of their division. They are currently 10-4.
Oh, 10-4, okay.
Which called the Ravens 9-5.
Okay, Ravens 9-5. So Pittsburgh is leading their division, as rightfully should be so, because they go out there and they prove it every week. But last night, that did not look like the Pittsburgh Steelers that I'm used to seeing, or the Philadelphia Eagles is just that good. And I would like to believe that the Philadelphia Eagles is just that good.
Yeah, Eagles are very dominant on defense, and also have a very, very dominant offensive line, and they have the best running back in the league. So that causes for disasters for opposing team. But you heard it here first. It's TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.
Hello. You need home care services for yourself or a loved one, but you don't know where to begin. If you don't want to wait in a long line to the welfare office, or hire someone to do the work for you, or you're just tired of the runaround, please allow Medicare to help you. Call now, 215-644-8341. 215-644-8341.